Hello, my name is Billy Pugh. The book that I have chosen is Demon in the Freezer by Richard Preston. The reason I chose this book is because it was the best option for me. The first book that I chose, I couldn't get through the first page of along the whole book. So Demon in the Freezer was the better choice. The Demon in the Freezer is a true story about different diseases in the world. The main point of the book is that there are so many different ways diseases are deadly, how people can use these pathogens to kill each other through airborne form. It drives into smallpox and how the plague spreads as well as symptoms of these diseases. These has killed and made people sick. There are terrorists in the world that attack America in different ways. One of the first people to die during such terrorist attack was Robert Stevenson and a U.S. Senator. Robert Stevenson worked for a tabloid retouching pictures. The CDC was invited to investigate what was going on with all the outbreaks of random illnesses and eventually deaths. There were monkeys that were being injected with smallpox, and they died. An Indian guru in 1970 named Baha encouraged Dr. Lawrence Brilliant to join smallpox eradication program, which he did in 1980. While he was there, he found the genetic code for smallpox, which is 187,000, a letter of the largest chromosomes of DNA in the immune system of the human host per the HIV virus that only has 10. Very interesting, considering we have vaccinations for smallpox and not the HIV virus. The diseases include smallpox. The symptoms are severe headache, backache, abdominal pain, vomiting, and diarrhea. The plague symptoms include diarrhea, fever, chills, extreme weaknesses, skin turning black. Anthrax is flu-like symptoms, nausea, coughing up blood. All of these symptoms are similar to other viral sicknesses that some of us ignore and chalk it up to, oh, it's just the flu, I'll be fine. And you won't. You will die. The spread of diseases, smallpox, is a contagion, which means microorganisms that spread the disease. The spread of anthrax is aerosol, which is a substance to be released as a fine spray like perfumes. The spread of the plague is done through fleas, which is so scary. Fleas are everywhere, and how we have to protect our pets. The prevention of the smallpox is to get vaccinated prior to the disease. The prevention for anthrax is you take medication if you feel that you think you've been exposed. The prevention for plague is healthy hygiene. Watch what you drink after and where you touch, especially before you eat. My favorite part of the book is the stubborn smallpox patient, Peter Loss. He was in a Germany hospital and decided he wanted to have a cigarette while in quarantine. He opens his window and lights up his cigarette and starts smoking. The nurse comes in and closes the window and of course yells at him for smoking in the hospital and having the window open in a quarantine while having smallpox. She leaves the room. Of course, he opens the window again and continues to smoke. To give you an idea, Peter Loss, there was 22 other people taken to quarantine because they were around this man and had smallpox. The big picture is because of all these attacks and the way terrorists attack America and other countries, the mail is handled differently. It gets radiated through the mail system to check for anthrax and other diseases that can be used as weapons against us, society. The impact of bioweapons with these diseases is so scary we have to keep a close eye on all the viruses so they don't get into the wrong hands. Diseases can be bioweaponized as biochemical weapons. What I've learned is smallpox has a genetic code of 187,000 pure 10 genes that the AIDS virus contains. And it's scary to think that we can do something about smallpox to prevent it, but we can't with AIDS except to be cautious. I found the book to be fascinating and frustrating, but sickening. It was fascinating due to it is a true story, but frustrating, the science words, hard to pronounce for myself and understand and read, pronounce correctly. The book is very informational, definitely not a bedside book. I would probably have nightmares if read. Thank you for listening. Has my work cited?